The dynasty, to the families of the city, all reunited. The culture, a still life of old unwanted keepsakes. The service for all the men and women who serve Celandia. The country, she's all to pieces now, but still looking good. The mercy, the windbags ain't the only beast that drew a bad lot. The slingers, the wilds with their calling. The brushers, they moved in shadows, but the calamity found them. The triggers, my brothers, bravest men I ever knew. The cinders kept the city good and warm, made it thrive. The skippers delivered us from the motherland. The Mancers, they knew everything, even if it cost them. The inspiration, a forge can fashion anything. The city, its riches nothing but fragments now. The sanctuary, if we can build, we can rebuild. The faith, Mother, this one's for you. Sometimes I want to ask him, why do any of this? But truth is, I don't want to know. He put some finishing touches on the business end of that thing. Now the weight of the world's behind us every swing. With a good length of meat-gut, that bow's like new again. Arrows like that can practically find their own way. Ain't that the finest breaker's bow you ever seen? Now he can shoot that fang repeater all day long. Takes a careful touch to rattle those bones like that. You don't want to know what he did to that thing, but believe me, it works. A solid frame can put an extra sting in every slice. Now that's what I call a knife. Taught him a little something from my days on the front. That ought to give those dueling pistols a little extra kick. You'd never guess those things been to the wilds and back. That'll spice things up next time he gets in trouble. Toughest thing about using that gas can is keeping a grip on it. That thing wasn't always meant to be a weapon, but there's no denying it now. Looks like our little science project is all set. And that's everything. Mother knows he's paid his dues in that forge. The Tassel terminals, all that's left of the Ura civilization, and the last stop on his little journey. I can't hear him at all anymore. He's too far away. But he'll be all right. Just needs to get that shard from Zulf and come on home. The calamity hit the Tassel terminals hardest of all. You know why Zulf went back there. All his old friends and family were there, taken by the calamity. Zulf must be there all alone, just waiting. You know what's funny? Zulf's waiting. All of us are waiting for a kid. Look around. There's not much left to do here in the Bastion, I'm afraid. So why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right? But Zia, there's another reason I've been telling you all this. There's something I want you to understand. When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete. What happens to Zulf no longer matter. Zealandia will be whole again. Everything will be back to normal. Problem is, we'll all be gone. Oh, we're not gonna die. It's more like all of this will just stop. Things will go back to the way they used to be. That's the power of the Bastion. This whole place is a living record of the times before the calamity. The way things were before this story. Be your old self again. Think of all those times that didn't go your way. Follow me. setbacks. Imagine if you could have another go at him. No mistakes. Anyone you've ever heard. Everything you've ever done, you could do it over. And wouldn't that be grand? Well, I guess there's nothing more to say. Who am I kidding? Look. There's something else. A confession. How come I know so much about the Bastion? Well, I designed the place, but that's beside the point. There's one problem with a place that sets things back to a bygone time. You can't test it. So you're probably wondering if the calamity happened already. What's to stop it from happening again after the Bastion does its thing? The answer is... I don't know. You're wondering if there ain't some other way out of this mess. It's all right. I can tell. But why would you even want another way? Unless you wanted to stay here with us. Well, that's sweet and all, but I don't know if I can stick around. The weight of the calamity, it's on our shoulders. We can't just let it go. Bastion does have another function, strictly speaking. If ever the monument blew out and we couldn't repair it, we could still evacuate. First, we'd round up as many folks as we could carry. Next, we'd detonate the cores, and we'd take off away from here. Of course, that would mean no going back. Ever. But then again, that way all of us could leave the city. Together. You know Zulf and his countrymen won't be giving up that shard without a fight, don't you? Zulf and the Ura. All they want now is to see the Bastion fall. Zulf dedicated his life to a lasting peace between the Ura and Caelondia. He can't have imagined the city would try to wipe the Ura out. Zulf ain't lost every shred of decency though, has he? He tried to warn you about his plans. He tried to warn the kid. For Zulf, this ain't a personal matter. Simple matter of pride, either. One thing's for sure, the Ura can't be happy that the kid followed Zulf all the way home. I can see it now. The kid in one corner, and Zulf in the other. Ain't much of a fight. Don't you worry, though. Once the Bastion's restored, it'll all be all right. Although, after talking it over like this, guess I'm beginning to have my doubts.
I set my sail, fly, the wind it will take me back to my home, sweet home. Lie on my back, clouds are making way for me. I'm coming home, sweet home. I see your star, you left it burning for me. Mother, I'm here. Eyes open wide.
Kid's probably dealt with Zulf by now. He reminds me of myself when I was his age. I ever tell you about those days? Hey, kid. Get up, kid. Come on, that ain't funny. I say get up. That's more like it. Now, set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk. The Bastion. It's finally finished. Now, there's something I want you to see. Welcome to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions. Good to see you. You can undo the calamity here and now. Go on, kid. And before I forget, thank you. Always wondered what the motherland was like. Not that it matters anymore. Zulf only brought more ruin to the Ura. No wonder they didn't take kindly to him. You've got one thing left to do, so you hang on to that badge. Besides, you earned it. Don't let anything you've done get to you. You can save all those creatures here and now.
You made it. So, let's see. You can either prevent the calamity, or stick around with me and Rex. I'd hate to be in your shoes. If I could be any place I wanted, I'd stay right here. We could go anywhere in the world. Zulf tried to talk me into joining him. I tried to talk him out of it. I guess we both failed. When I finally found my people, I told them we could help. They just took me for a traitor. Glad you showed up. Any moment I'd want to live again happened after the calamity, not before.
It's finished. Now, sit tight. It'll be over soon. No matter what happens next, you're done good. I suppose all that's left is to try and remember this moment. The Bastion's gonna take us back to a better time before any of this. Might be we'll forget everything you've done and each other. Though after all we've been through, I find that hard to believe. So long, kid. Maybe I'll see it in the next one. Zealandia, we're coming home.
I set myself, fly the wind, it will take me back to my home, sweet home.
Oh, mother. And here I figured you'd had enough of me by now. You could have undone the calamity itself, but instead you want to stay in a world like this. I gotta admit, kid, I ain't yet put much thought in that idea of carrying on with you here. We can't go back no more, but I suppose we could go wherever we please. And if anyone's left out there, I sure would like to see the look in their faces when we dock this thing right on their doorstep. Getting ahead of myself, though. I'm gonna need a first mate. What do you say?